Divorced Dad Diaries, day 163, and today I'm making Weetbix slice. This is a really old recipe. Well, not that old, but my mum used to make it all the time when I was a kid. She sent me this here recipe, as you can see. Got a lot of love. So we're starting off today with some, not quite Weetbix, Weetbix kids are Kiwi kids, or Weetbix kids are Aussie kids, depending on what ads you saw and what country you grew up in. But in this case, I'm just going with the old Woolies cheap brand wheat biscuits, because it all does the same, and you only need 7, got to crunch them up. As per usual, just did it with my hands, because hands are the best tools. Following that, we need 2 cups of desiccated coconut. Didn't have enough in the first bag. Fortunately, I had the wherewithal to buy a second bag. Watch out for little hands trying to steal your bag clips. I did get it back in the end. I need that for the second bag. Following that, we need 1 cup of plain flour and then another 1 cup of plain white sugar. As for the butter, we need half a pound according to the recipe. It's not very often I see pound measurements. It's really showing the age of the recipe, I guess. But 1 pound of butter is pretty much a 500 gram block. It's like 450 grams. So pretty much I just aimed for 225 grams, chucked that on the scales, measured it out, and then melted it all down in the microwave. Made sure to cut it up into little pieces before I did that, so it microwaved faster. I have learned my lesson at this point. Don't forget the 2 tablespoons of golden syrup. That's also important. And then mix all that together with the dry ingredients. I knew as soon as I got started that this bowl wasn't going to be big enough, but it's my biggest bowl, so it'll have to do. And naturally, as you've seen watching these videos, I ditched the spatula and went in with my hands and got it all mixed together. It was quite dry. I haven't made this recipe before, so I wasn't sure what to expect, but it's fine. Recipe called to press it into the tin. So that's what I did. Got out my old non-stick removable bottom brownie tray. Got out my guitar spatula, which is perfect for this sort of thing because it just has a massive surface area, so it's great for pushing all that down. And then got that there in the oven for at 180 degrees for 30 minutes. Once that's in the oven, we move on to the icing. I remember my mum always just making like a basic chocolate icing, so that's exactly what I did. 1.5 cups of icing sugar, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 50 grams of butter, which I melted, and 2 tablespoons of hot water. Mix all that together and it gets you a nice soft consistency. And as you can see, because it's the school holidays, by the time we got to this point, the kids were very curious as to what was going on. The little one thought I was making Weetbix. I said, no, not quite, you're almost there. Once that Weetbix slice is finished cooking, we're going to get that out of the oven and then we're going to ice it. It said specifically on the recipe to ice while hot. So I was like, yeah, all right, I'm going to follow the rules. So got that on there. I was worried that I didn't quite make enough icing, but once I got it on there, I realised, yeah, it's fine, it's good enough, it's enough. Still don't have an offset spatula though, but what can you do? And once that had cooled down a bit, just about 10-15 minutes, I then got that out of the removable bottom brownie tin, and this was a bit difficult, as it always has been in the past. In fact, it almost slipped right off the bottom, but that's fine because I need to get it off the bottom anyway, so we'll just pretend like that's on purpose. And then went ahead and chopped that up while it was still warm, again as per instructions. Don't forget to clean the knife, a preliminary clean before we put it in the dishwasher. So I've locked myself in the bedroom so I can have some quiet time with this here slice. I get the feeling I'm going to need a vacuum by the time I'm done. But let's see how it is. Yes, this is how I remember it. It's quite crunchy, really textured, but still really easy to eat. It's not too sweet, very buttery. It's another one of these dangerous slices where it's not just like a punch in the face sweetness, and it'd be really easy to really easy to eat a few too many slices. It is messy though. Thanks Mum for that classic recipe, and I will catch you on the flip side.